So what do stress, health-related problems actually look like, especially when it comes to the immune system? So yesterday we spoke about what functions actually get shut down in the body when we come into contact with too much stress. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Belinda, and I'm very passionate about helping people find their way back to health because I have been in a very bad situation myself and I had to claw my way out of it. So now I actually help people get better sleep, get better energy, recover from autoimmune problems, recover from thyroid issues, as well as anxiety and depression. And one thing that is hugely related to this is actually stress. So when we come into contact with cortisol, our body goes into a stress response, which is really, really important. And cortisol plays a huge, important role in the body when we come into contact with it on short bursts. When we are continually exposed to cortisol, our stress hormone, one of our stress hormones, I should say, our body kind of starts to reject it. It gets confused. The signals get mixed up. Okay, and what happens is our body comes into contact with stress and our body goes, oh gosh, we better make more cortisol. And our body goes, hold on, we've already got so much cortisol in our system. What's going on? And the body actually gets confused and even makes more when it doesn't need to. And this is just not effective. Okay, it doesn't help the body cope with stress. It gets confused. Okay, so cortisol is a good thing, but not in large amounts, not when we're continually exposed to it. So what are some health conditions that are kind of related to, or strongly related to, having too much cortisol in our system? Hi, Victoria. Hello, lovely lady. As you come on, just let us know where you're coming in from. So did you know allergies is actually related to having too much cortisol in our system? Okay. Decreased memory or brain fog. A lot of mothers seem to have this so commonly, okay? That is actually related to high cortisol levels in the body because the brain is not getting enough oxygen. That's literally what cortisol does. It shuts off our brain from getting enough oxygen so that we can actually think, okay? Asthma is related to high cortisol, okay? Autoimmune conditions. Most autoimmune conditions are connected to a high stress event that we have had, and that's what's actually sparked it off. It happened to myself. It happens to so many clients that I've spoken to. It really does. Okay, we open ourselves up to viral infections when we have quite high cortisol levels. So maybe you get sick regularly, okay, or maybe you suffer from insomnia. Okay, this is actually high cortisol levels. Now, maybe you are getting up 2 or 3 times a night or maybe more. I spoke to a client the other day that was getting up 5 times a night because she couldn't go to sleep. So she'd go to the toilet and then she'd go back to bed and try to get back to sleep. Okay, that can actually be high cortisol levels in your system. Okay, and one that most women are plagued from, including myself, I've been there myself, and that is belly fat. This can actually be related to high cortisol levels. So guess what happens when you get your cortisol levels under control? Yeah, fat disappears. Okay, so this can actually be a huge thing, and it is related to when you have a viral infection. Quite often you will notice that it has been sparked off because you have had a high stress event. Okay, and that's what kind of happens. We get into this cycle. Anyway, if you are watching live, then let us know live. And if you're catching this on the replay, then let us know replay. And tomorrow we're going to talk about some small things that you can do to boost your immune system so that you can reduce your cortisol levels, so that you can reduce the amount of viral infections that you get and the amount of sleep that you get and the amount of memory you actually have. Anyway, recently tried melanin, didn't work. Yes, I can tell you why now. So if you want to message me, Victoria, feel free. I'm just at a science fair today with my son, but I will get back to you on that one. Remind me if I forget though, because I'm a busy lady. Anyway, you have an awesome day, and I will see you this time tomorrow. Bye.